dapat uh, naka-polo ka, or you should be wearing polo or long sleeve with a tie even, right? That's my difficulty of being a pastor, right? That's the understanding. In the beginning, sabi ko, ayoko magpastor because I don't like wearing neckties. So ayoko magpastor. Pag nakikita ko yung, when I am seeing long sleeve and neckties, especially in the Philippines, when I was there in the Philippines, tapos maglalakad ka, sasakay ka ng jeep, sasakay ka ng tricycle, tapos naka-necktie ka, ang init-init. Sabi ko, ayoko maging pastor kung ganito yung itsura ng pastor. I don't want to be. This is what you must be. And of course, others are saying, haharap ka sa Panginoon, dapat maayos yung damit ko. Right? You will face God. If you will face the king, so they will compare. The problem is that, again, my problem with that is that when, remember when Samuel will anoint the first king, will anoint David, diba? In first or second Samuel, when he was about to anoint David to become the new king of Israel, first he saw the older brother of David, si Eliab. Right? And then Samuel saw Eliab, matipuno, makisig, and then he said in his mind, this is it. Right? This is it. This is the man. Sabi ni Samuel. Then God told him, man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart.
Amen.
That is why I have a problem when people are saying, I'm not saying that na hindi ka mag-ayos pag pupunta ka ng simbahan. What I'm trying to say is that is not the basis.
Yeah.
That someone is holy or righteous dahil maayos yung damit or maayos yung dahil nakakurbata siya. That is not the basis because God looks at the heart. You can be wearing the most expensive dress, the most expensive clothes. If the heart is not right before God, then it is nothing. So for me, it's not that I don't want to wear or that I cannot wear such clothes, but the most important thing for me is the heart. Right? Why? Because that is what God sees. It's not the external. Right? But then again, I'm not saying that you should not dress up when you are coming to church. I'm not saying that. Dapat maganda pa rin at maayos pagdating sa pagharap natin sa Panginoon, sabi niya, or sa pagharap natin sa isa't isa. But the most important thing, kasi others nahihirapan pumunta sa simbahan dahil wala ng bagong maisuot, that is wrong already. Right? If you are struggling to go to church because you don't have much clothes anymore, then that's a problem. Mali na yun. Right? That is, God would not like that. So, going back to what I'm saying, so in the beginning, I tried to look good in front of the German pastors. Kasi they are Germans, so gusto ko rin na maging presentable in their sight. In a way, there is an effort to try to impress them. But then after some time, I said, I look at them, and when we fellowship with one another, they are not actually interested or particular with how you look on the outside or what you are wearing. They are more interested on who you are. Mas interesado sila kung sino ka ba talaga. Your experiences, your learning, mas interesado sila doon. And so the next time, I said, okay, now I understand more. Because that's the tendency when you just try to impress others. When Paul says here, again, don't try to impress others, sabi ni Pablo. In the second part of verse 3, if you have your Bibles with you, it says, be humble, thinking of others better than yourselves. In other words, instead of trying to impress others, then sabi ni Paul, be humble. Right? Magpakumbaba kayo. Sabi niya, thinking others as better than yourselves. Medyo mahirap yun. Right? How many of us can really think or can really say okay, mas magaling siya kaysa sa akin. Right? Or, okay lang. Right? It doesn't mean, hindi ibig sabihin dito, Paul is not trying to say that you have false humility. Right? Hindi yun yung gustong sabihin ni Pablo. But it's just trying to be humble and not brag about what you have or who you are, na hindi mo ipinagyayabang kung ano man yung kakayanan mo, kung ano man yung kalagayan mo, right? What Paul is ang sinasabi ni Pablo is that be humble, he said, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out only for your own interest, he said, but take an interest in others also. Each one of us, diba, bawat isa sa atin, the antidote when someone is tempted, kung meron man sa atin na natutokso na magyabang or magpa-impress lang, right, sa iba, the antidote is what Paul said there in the second part, be humble, sabi niya. Be humble. Instead of trying to brag about or be proud of who you are or on your achievements, whatever it is, right, na meron ka, instead of bragging about it or trying to impress others about it, Paul says, be humble. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves, sabi niya. Right? Now, how many of us can actually do that? Right? Ilan sa atin yung kayang gawin yung ganun? And I am very sure that even among friends or among brothers and sisters, isn't pagka yung may mga discussion, pag may mga discussion, and then palabasan ng ideas or ng galing, di ba? It's very difficult, there is a struggle to just humble yourself, especially pag nasasaling yung ego, di ba? Pagka yung medyo when someone is trying to undermine you or trying to undermine what your stand or your knowledge, sometimes it hurts the ego, and you really try to overpower. Kung pwede mahigitan mo yung kung meron mang nagmamagaling sa harapan mo. But the antidote of trying to impress or even becoming proud is, Paul says, be humble, sabi ni Pablo. You will notice that people who seek to advance themselves usually enjoy glorifying themselves or their success. Diba? Pagka yung minsan pagka maririnig mo, sometimes you hear people, for example, you look at social media nowadays, right? Pagka nagpo-post ka, when you are posting something in the social media, what is really the intention? Especially if you are eating in
McDonald's.
Or
McDo.
diba? Or sometimes when you are in a certain place, right? You are in a certain place, or you are in a certain shop, or maybe you have something new, diba? Pagka yung when you